Hello YouTube, I'm Divinity Break. A lot of people, or not a lot, but some people have been asking for a V-deck list for most of my decks, so I'm doing that now. This is the TeleDAD deck, with only one TeleDAD unfortunately, but what are you going to do? So the deck's pretty straightforward. It's kind of like what it used to be with just Exceeds in it and stuff. We've got 2 Dark Creator. I saw this at locals, it worked, it's good, it's your backup card. It's if you have 5 or more darks in your graveyard, you can special summon it from your hand, and you can play 1 dark from your graveyard, special summon the dark card in your graveyard. You have to have no cards on your field really to do this, special summon it. But then you've got 1 dad, hopefully you get out the stuff. Got malicious, free malicious. 2 Greffer. The reason you do Greffer is so you can discard a Plague Spreader or malicious and get the other malicious or Plague Spreader. Then you go to an instant level 8 or a rank 6 play. You've got 1 Zephyrios, because you can do it with certain things like Armageddon Knight and anything you want to bounce. 2 Armageddon Knight, because it's like a version of Greffer, but it doesn't minus you as much. Summoner Monk, it's part of a certain combo, but I'll tell you in a minute. You've got 2 Tour Guide, because you can get your Leviators out with this. 1 Trick Archfiend, which is part of the combo, or Archfiend Harris, whatever you want to call it. 3 Crowd Bonds for your emergency telly, and then 2 Plague Spreaders. So the combo is you go Summoner Monk and discard any spell. Special summon your Armageddon Knight effect. Send Trick Archfiend to grave. This effect at Archfiend's Oath. Archfiend Oath is a continuous spell. Once per turn, you can pay 500 life points. Declare a card name. Pick up the top card of your deck. If it is the card name that you declared, then you add it to your hand. So you use the Armageddon Knight and Summoner Monk to go into Lava Ball Chain. Lava Ball Chain effect. Put Dark Arm Dragon on top of your deck, then use Archfiend's Oath to add it to your hand. Now, also then once Lava Ball Chain dies, you'll have 3 darks in grave. You can also do this combo with Greffer, and that'll instantly get 3 darks in your grave, which means you can get that out instantly. So if you need to, for any reason, do it immediately, then that's also there as a combo you can do. So that's one of the combos. There's a lot more on the deck. You can do just Malicious and Plague Spreader, Malicious and Krebons to get out a bunch of level 8s. It's pretty much Allure Darkness. It lets you go for your deck faster. Rhoda lets you get one of your Armageddons or Greffers. You get free D-draws, which is good with Malicious, because it lets you obviously get Malicious in the grave and draw cards. Dark Hole. It's Dark Hole. Black and White Wave. For most of you who don't know what it is, it's a quick play spell. If there's a face-up card on the field, Xyz monster on the field that has a synchro monster as Xyz material, target a card on the field, banish it. If you do, draw a card. So pretty much what you do is you go Greffer, discard Plague Spreader or Malicious, and get the opposite. So like, if I have a Greffer, I discard the Plague Spreader, I get Malicious and Grave. Malicious effect, special summon Malicious. Plague Spreader effect, put a card on top of my deck, special summon it. Exceed with Greffer, or not Exceed, synchro with Greffer and Plague Spreader into HCF Behemoth, it doesn't really matter. And you Exceed overlay with Malicious, and you'll have probably Bouncer to lock them down. So you'll have Bouncer and you'll have this, so you can banish 1 card on the field for free and draw a card, and also you can stop a card effect with Bouncer. So this is very good lock. Or you can go into just Patalum M7 and kind of just hurt them, like get rid of their field in one blow with this. So yeah, this is a good card. I've been testing it. It actually does work very well. E-Telly for Krebons, because, you know, free level 2 tuner. It's good. Got the staple traps. All the staple traps. Very basic. So yeah, the deck's pretty consistent because all the plays are very straightforward and easy to pull off. You've got 1 Void Ogre Dragon. If you do manage to deplete your hand, you can go into this. Scrap Dragon just blows up stuff like problem cards. Colossal Fighter, because you do actually run quite a few warriors in this, like Malicious, Greffer, and Armageddon Knight. Stardust is, you know, 25 beat stick that negates destruction. Sight, this guy HDF Behemoth, this can banish problem cards, and it's also just level 6 you can go into. TJ Hyper Librarian, you can use like Trick Archfiend in level 2 to get it out, and you make it never exceed play and you draw. Also, the Armadus, Keeper of Illusions, and the Catastor. You've got the 1 M7, the 1 Bouncer. You've got the Love Ball Chain for the combo. You've got the Emerald, just to get stuff back in your back in your deck. And you've got Leviathan Dragon for Beat Stick, and Leviair for summoning stuff that's banished. Leviair you will be using a lot if you do have Dad or Dark Creator out. So yeah, the deck's pretty good. It's definitely updated like the new format lets this play very well with the triple malicious. Like here's I can show you something. I've got two TeleDAD, yeah. So I'll just show you 2 matches with me with it real quick. So I'm playing against this random like koala deck, I guess. I don't know. But here's some example of things you can do. You can go Dark Rougher, discard that, get the all these combos. You go into the Colossal Fighter, run over it. Yeah, all this stuff. Pretty much not very good. But yeah, you get the Colossal. You can get a little laid out easy, and you've got the gripper on the field. Or if I had Black and White Wave like I do now, I would have been able to get off combo. I'm going to this, go into Levier. Levier is going to bring back my Plague Spreader. I'm going to go into HTF Behemoth, get out the Plague Spreader for no reason because I tend to not do that. M7, I'm going to bounce that back to my hand, and I'm going to run over that, go for 18. I'm going to set the Black and White Wave and have him go. He's just going to play Dark Eruption, add a Koala back to his hand, and he's going to end up doing that. So I'm going to banish his monster and draw a card. So unfortunately, but like the Plague Spreader, I didn't mean to bring that out. I actually kind of wanted the Dark Creator because it's useful, but you know, if I was a misclick, I really don't like Death Pro because of that. I still have quite the advantage. Obviously, he's playing this Koala thing, so you know. So yeah, that's pretty much the game. So I'm just not gonna bother wasting your time. Then I do have another game where I do some crazy stuff, I think. Or I don't know. I think I do crazy stuff. I forget. Yeah, he's just gonna like do some weird stuff. Fruitcake. I'm gonna negate the attack. I'm gonna go ahead and go Armageddon Knight. Oh, this is cool. I got the Malicious Gun HTF Behemoth. He's gonna actually, if he can just chain it, and I'm gonna go into Malicious, go to M7, banish his face down, draw a card, bring Malicious back to my hand, so I'm gonna de-draw with it. I'm gonna draw the other Malicious, sucks. But I get to bring out my TeleDAD, or Dark Arm Dragon, whatever. And I'm going to run over his card and go for 28 directly. He's going to get a search, but it's fine. So yeah, I've got pretty good. I still go Summon Rock Dark Hole if I want. I've got the Krebons for any reason I would need it. I got a Dark Creator if it comes down to it. I'm going to bounce that back to his hand, which like just so I can get rid of stuff. I'm going to use his effect, and he's just going to quit. I already have enough on board to kill him. I just won't do anything just in case that trap was anything. And it was a D-prison, so like one of them would have died. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. This is like, this is what works recently. I thought it was pretty good. And yeah, see you.